Welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a classic dynamic programming problem called delete and earn. This is a fantastic problem to practice because it teaches you how to reduce a complex-sounding constraint into a standard pattern you might already know. Let's start with the problem statement. You are given an array of integers. Your goal is to maximize the number of points you can earn. In the example here, if we have the numbers 3, 4, 2, and 3, we need to pick numbers strategically to get the highest total sum. However, there is a catch. The rule is strictly defined. If you pick a number x to earn x points, you must immediately delete all occurrences of x minus 1 and x plus 1 from the array. For example, if you decide to pick the number 3, you gain 3 points, but you lose access to all the 2s and 4s in the list. A common first instinct is to use a greedy approach. Why not just always pick the largest number available? If we look at this example, picking 4 gives us 4 points, but it deletes the 3. Then we pick 2. Our total is 6. But if we had ignored the 4 and picked the 3s instead, we might have done better. The greedy choice doesn't consider future losses, so it fails. The key insight is to change how we view the data. Instead of a list of individual numbers, let's group them. We calculate the total points available for each unique number. In this input, we have 2 2s, totaling 4 points. We have 3 3s, totaling 9 points. This transforms our problem from an unsorted array into a sorted sequence of point buckets. Once we view the data as sorted buckets, the delete neighbors rule looks very familiar. If we take the bucket for number x, we cannot take the bucket for x minus 1 or x plus 1. This is exactly the same structure as the house robber problem, where you cannot rob adjacent houses. We have successfully reduced a new problem to a known one. Now we can define our dynamic programming state. Let's say dp of I represents the maximum points we can earn considering numbers from 0 up to I. To calculate the best score for the number I, we rely on the subproblems we've already solved for previous numbers. Here is the recurrence relation. For any number I, we have 2 choices. Option 1, skip it. In this case, our score is just whatever we earned up to I minus 1. Option 2, take it. If we take I, we add its points, but we must skip I minus 1, so we add to the result of I minus 2. We take the maximum of these 2 options. Let's put it all together in code. First, we find the maximum value to size our array. We create a points array where index I stores the total sum of all occurrences of the number I. Then, we just run our house robber logic. We maintain 2 variables, 1 back and 2 back, updating them as we iterate through the range. Finally, 1 back holds our maximum possible score. Finally, let's look at the efficiency. The time complexity is big O of n plus m, where n is the length of the input array and m is the maximum value in that array because we iterate through both. The space complexity is big O of m, used to store our points array. This is efficient enough for most competitive programming constraints.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.